All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Wade Grashwitz. We are live on Friday night at the PKC World Championship. Double check, make sure everybody's here and everything okay. We do have the scoop. We have the cast matchups for you. We'll go over those real quick as soon as we get some folks on here. There's the man that gets the joy hats that everybody thinks they're going to win one. Talk to Wade. Tyler Jackson says thumbs up. Man, there's a bunch of good matchups here. I've just been through a few of them, and yeah, very very good matchups here. 20 dogs left. I'm sorry, 80 dogs left. 20 casts. 2 rounds tonight. 2 rounds tomorrow night. There will be a final three. Wade, who you picking? Just off the top of your head, final three. Who you got? You've hunted with some of these dogs now. Quite a few of them that are in.
I'm gonna go with Bill Murphy,
Got Crash, good pick.
Mark Gilmore.
Clyde, good pick.
Just something tells me Kenny Mason walks in here one night, 2 cast wins, and takes a couple nights off. Kenny Mason.
Those are very good picks.
Those 3.
Well, Kenny Mason did not draw any of those other 2 dogs in the first cast. So, TJ, I don't think Norm's allowed anywhere near a PKC facility or a elementary school. I believe. I don't think he's allowed within 300 yards of their schools or a Chuck E. Cheese.
And what's your 3 picks? I want to hear your 3 picks.
I'm gonna just go with.
Well, I want one more thing.
Yeah.
If Sean Screamer's on,
Mm-hmm.
I get 4.
All right.
I get 4.
All right. You get an alternate.
That's my alternate.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take. I talked to Sean about Screamer. He hasn't been hunting. Back's still a little tender. He hasn't hunted as much as normal. But she looked good coming into it. She looked good this week. She said she never really did anything wrong. She had a night off. He got her in last night. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. I still have a running bet with Wes Hamilton about her passing Z, so I'm rooting for Screamer all the time. I'm trying to get her paid. We need checks. If I ever judge Screamer, I'm gonna cheat. I may be seeing coons that aren't there just so I can win my bet. I wouldn't do that, but if any of you guys draw Screamer and I'm judging, you better watch out. But no, I like Clyde. I like all your picks too.
But don't copy me. You got to go off. You got to go off.
I will copy you with Duel and Crash. But I really like Mark and Clyde too.
I know.
I like Screamer too. There's a lot of good dogs in here that I like. You got to watch out for Ryan because guess who is hunting Hooker? Mr. Ryan Krausen, behind the wheel of last year's world champion Hooker. Yes, Mark and Clyde got in bone pile last night. Got him in Thursday night. Mark said he looked pretty good Monday, looked pretty good Tuesday, gave him Wednesday night off. But see, last year, you remember, Mark lost every late round Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Gets Clyde in on Thursday. Clyde's gutted. He's worn out. I believe he even won a round on Friday. I think he lost late Friday night. And so now Clyde is a little more rested. But like Mark said, he don't need to be too rested.
Right.
Because if he's not being hunted, he has a chance of just getting out of pocket, and the wind is going to be blowing tonight.
Yes.
So I'm going to go through the cast matchups, and then I'm going to make my picks besides Duel and Crash, because that's going to be a big difference. I'm going to take a little advantage over you there.
You're going to copy up 2 of them.
Yeah. All right, guys, here they are. Cast 1, we have Frogger's Stylish Fame, Eli Leverett, Wipeout Ruby, Brandon Kosselman, Misbehavin', Eddie Simmons, and Outlaw Loretta Lynn, your boy, Kenny Mason. Obviously, You've got Kenny missing that or winning that, but that's a tough cast with Kosselman, Leverett, and B. But in this win, Loretta Lynn, she's good about staying in pocket, treeing coons, doing what she needs to be doing.
I bet Kosselman's guiding now, so there's her thing.
Yeah, I don't know who the guide is on that. But yeah, tough cast there. In cast 2, we have Big Money's Charm, Blaine Bird, Super B, Duke Cruel. Finn's Muddy Creek Checks, Caden Finn, and Hillbilly the Kid, Eric Hyatt. Eric's so tough to deal with, especially at the World Hunt. You got to think he's probably going to be the favorite there in that cast, but he's got some good dogs there. Duke Cruel got in last night. Caden Finn, I believe he got that dog in early Tuesday, maybe. And then Charm Blaine Bird, he's I know I see him and Ronnie Rowe running around together. They're buddies. I don't know anything about that dog, but some good dogs in that cast as well. Cast 3, Ocean Drives Snooky's Cookie.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Hard time. Listen to this. Listen to this cast, guys. Cast 3 is a barn burner. Ocean Drive Snooky's Cookie, world champion. Hard Time Hobo with Rickless. Lone Pine 2-track. That is a very good dog. Johnny Watkins got it in last night. And Wipeout Spinner, Chad Hicks. That is cast 3 with Cookie, Hobo, 2-track, and Spinner. That's going to be a tough one there.
Cookie's a country.
Yes, she is. Cast 4, we have Last Chance Whiskey, Tyler Young. That is an English dog. Snookies, J-Wow, Steve Yant, Rockin' R, Octane Alley, Timothy Chaffin, Blue Dog, Blessings, Ragin' Roxy, Henry Blessing, Blue Dog.
Ooh.
So J-Wow and Steve Yant versus very good dogs and very good handlers, but all 3 of them, and Tyler's kind of looks blue. It is an English dog. The 2 blue ticks, an English female, and one of the best females to ever do it, J-Wow. J-Wow with $106,000 won lifetime. But you also look at Octane Alley. I believe she is the second winningest blue tick of all time at $40,000.
What's the Yant handling?
Yant is handling there. Roxy, $26,000. And Whiskey, $1,600. But Tyler Young is not packing a slouch ever. So tough cast, despite it being the blue ticks always draw each other. I think it's rigged.
Terrible.
I think it's rigged.
I think it is. That's bad.
All right, cast 505, Electric Cowboy, Austin Gentry. Heather Island, Be Good Cowboy, which Duel got in. Brett Denny handling. Wipeout J, Bobby McBride, and Cleon Van Cleek with Just the Norm. That is a good cast right there. I've hunted with Cowboy a few times. He looked good. He looked good down in Texas. Duel hunted him down there at camp. He was the only dog tree coon that one night.
Still safe and looking good
too.
So.
Yeah. Brett Denny knows him well. You know, Heather Island dog. But Electric Cowboy, another mojo dog, a rodeo dog, and Austin Gentry said he's been sharp. He said Cowboy's been sharp too. So another tough cast. They're all tough cast right here. Cast 506, $1,000 trip, Evan Ross. Heather Island crashing out, Dual Murphy. Wipeout, Threesome Riley, Roger Mark Odom, and Wipe 'em Out, Joe Michael Ward. Ward and Duel. Ward and Duel drew out together. Good friends. I bet they did not want that to happen.
I guarantee they didn't.
No. I believe Joe got in at the zones. And Crash got in, Monday night? He got in the first night. Tuesday night. And then $1,000 trip. That is a dog that Wes Hamilton used to own. Evan Ross is a young kid. I believe he just got out of the youth event. It may still be in him. I don't know. But yeah, he's 18. He's just now 18. He turns 18 this month. Actually, just had his birthday. Just turned 18, so he technically could still hunt the youth. And that is a very good dog. He's through the country. He's got his coons. That's the dog that Elijah Leverett used to hunt as well. So, yeah, tough cast there. They can't sleep on Tripp or Riley, but Crash and Joe in the same cast. Oof, that is something. Cast 7. Power Pack and Homer, Ryan Reynolds. Wipeout High Doc, Chadwick Hoy. Triple Creek Ziva, Darian Martin, and Packin' Stylish Cowhide, Scotty Simmons. Now, you get down into the top 80 dogs of just 20 casts and have a cast of dogs that I know nothing about or have ever heard of is rare. But Homer, $1,100 won. Doc, $4,400 won. Ziva, $2,300 won. And Clyde, $238 won. Now, Clyde is Bobby Burton's dog. Scotty Simmons is hunting it. I believe they got him in Monday or Tuesday. They got him pretty early, so I'm guessing that's a pretty good dog. But yeah, when I was talking to Sean, I think that's Sean's dog. When I was talking to Sean, he told me that they got Clyde in early and then got Screamer in last night. So that'll be a tough one. Cast 8 Big Country's boy, Chad Falling. Mojo Electric Bojo, that is Maggie Morgan. Thunderbird's Little Rattler, that is Judd Koshko. Of course, we've seen Rattler. She's a little bitty, well-made thing. We talked to Judd about her. He said she's good about staying in pocket. She's good about getting treed and having coons. So maybe in this wind, that's going to be an advantage. He said he'd rather be hunting Mabel, but this dog's pretty good too. And then he has Ryan, Cecil, and Big Slick to round out that card.
Scotty told me this week on the phone that that female that Maggie's hunting is a nice
Is
dog.
legit.
Yes.
That'll be a good cast.
Yes.
Judd's a good handler. So Cecil, Chad, Maggie. They all know what they're doing. They got good dogs. It'll be a good one. Cast 9, that is Shaker's buddy, Danny Raper. Deadbeat, Derek Woodyard Jr. Double Shot on the Rocks, that is Earl Hochsteller. And Legs, Flat Rock Holly, Zach Burden. I really, really, really like Holly. Really, really like Holly.
Really?
She is super loud. She moves around good. She acts good. She just wants to go coon hunting. She don't care about nothing else going around her.
There's a Burden turner.
That is Zach Burden to turn her loose. She
Yeah.
got in the finals of the Pro Sport Rolling Thunder hunt down there.
Right.
And she treated 2 coons in a den in that cast and got beat.
They
But
split it, right?
no, she treated 2 coons in a den in the late round there and got beat. But no, that's a really good dog. I've hunted with her twice now. I really like her. Cast 10, that is Wolf Ticket and Matt Ross. Toppers, Tipper, Anthony Rowe. Blueberry Wine, Jesse Lively Jr. And Take Best Hooker, Brian Krause. Now, I was talking to Doug earlier, and he come up there, and he just looked at me and goes, what do you think about, you think Ryan's a good fit for putting behind Hooker? I said, Ryan Krausen's a good fit to put behind anything. I said, if I had a poodle that got in, Ryan Krausen would be the man that I want to hunt it. Probably the best handler, in my opinion, as far as just getting the advantages for his dog that he needs and swaying a judge, swaying a cast. All right, they're just getting ready to take cast pictures. Shane's on the loudspeaker. I don't know why Shane needs a loudspeaker. He's loud enough already. But yeah, Ryan Krausen is behind Hooker. Of course, she gets in, I believe, Wednesday night, if I remember right.
And who's Lively hunting?
Blueberry Wine, fan favorite. His mama's a blue tick and his dad's from a good neighborhood. They don't even know what the sire is. They don't even know if he's pure blue tick. And he's won $120,000. So yeah, that'll be a good cast right there in 510.
So who you going there? You got to back that one up.
I go with Ryan, no matter what. I've hunted with Wolf Ticket. I've hunted with Blueberry Wine. I've hunted with Hooker. I've not hunted with Tipper. I know they're all great dogs, but I take the handler over the dog 90% of the time, unless it's just some kind of freak of nature dog. But you're not. I'm never going to pick against Ryan. He's just got an knack for winning casts. Oh yeah,
I'm going with a blue tick.
All right, you got Blueberry Wine on that cast. We betting supper on sometime on it.
Yeah.
Well, steak dinner. Well, it'll be a draw like most of our other bets. Tipper will win it or something like that. All right, cast 511. This one you're going to enjoy. This is probably the toughest cast of these quarterfinals early round. And I was talking to Rickless, and he goes, man, did you see this cast? Did you see this cast? And he named them all. He goes, and then some guy named Eddie Green. And I said, is he hunting Zeke? He goes, yeah, that's it. I said, that's that blue tick that's been dominating for the last 3 months. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that dog. There's Zeke is in this cast. Eddie Green, Triple B Lonesome Zeke. Rodeo's Joe, Greg Maynard. Lone Wolf, Jeff Stollard.
Oh, Lord.
And Willie's Little Ann, John D. Strickland. Cast 511. I will repeat it again, folks. That is Rodeo's Joe, Greg Maynard. Triple B Lonesome Zeke, probably one of the best blue ticks in the running right now, one of the best dogs out there right now. Eddie Green. Willie's Little Ann, John Strickland. and Lone Wolf Jeff Styler. The judge in that is Greg Maynard. Greg Maynard is the judge. And Rickless goes, I don't know that other guy, but I sure feel sorry for him. I said, by the end of the night, I said, them guys may be sorry that they drew him because that is a coon treated machine, that little blue tick is.
Who are you going with?
I'm going with Zeke. I'm always going with the underdog in casts like that. And plus, I've watched that dog beat Bobby Burton and beat, a bunch of good dogs, up there at La Plata and just do it the right way. And I'm thinking, as long as that dog gets in somewhere where there's some coons, which, is most places right now, I think he's going to win.
I think Strickland's due.
Yeah.
I think Strickland's due.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. We're live right now, actually. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good. I appreciate you.
I think Strickland's due.
Due for what? He wins all the time.
Yeah.
Due for a world championship.
Mike Polkey. How are you, sir?
So, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go with Zeke. He's the underdog.
All right.
But
so what if I win both? Are you going to owe me 2 steak dinners? Or?
Yeah, we'll bet a steak dinner on all of them. I don't care.
All right.
I may have you may owe me 5 steak dinners by the time this is over with. All right, let's see. That was 5'11". Let's go to 5'12". That is Outdoors Coma's Wet Willie, Brendan Tony, Socket Tuam Boudreaux, Chris Nix, Piglet, the only one, Bryce Richardson, and fan favorite, Split Tree and Trigger, the Trigger Dance, Chad Spradlin behind him in this case. And Jason hunted him all week. Got him in. I assume Chad was working or something. And now it looks like Trigger being handled by Chad.
Jason told me they should have had him in earlier. He made a bad call.
Yeah. Chad does really good with Jason. Does really good with that dog. Jason gets a little nervous. He'll make a bad call every now and then, where Chad don't. He's cool as a cucumber.
I like those
boys. We'll have to go through these pretty quick. They're taking cast pictures, and it is getting loud in here. You guys hear all that background noise? This mic's usually pretty good about taking out the background noise. I see cast one lining up right now. Mr. Kenny Mason with Loretta Lynn. Tosselman. Good. All right, cast 513. That is Corn Creek Pack Out Sprocket. Willis is Pretty Poppy. Randy Fegley, Wipeout Bud, Seth Jacks, and Jock Stock. Wesley Watson. I talked to Sumner. Jock was down at the Super Hunt. We did turn him loose the one time. That's a really good dog. I talked to Randy Fegley, too. Me and Randy talked just about all these because Randy's always packing really good dogs. He beat my brakes off the Super Stakes one year before I even knew him. And then every time I've drawn him since, he's always been packing a good dog. He said that's the best dog he's ever turned loose.
Wow.
He said Pretty Poppy is absolutely the best dog he's ever turned loose. And you never see Fegley at anything at the World Hunt, Super Stakes. He never at a Pro Classic. He's never at anything like that. So don't sleep on Pretty Poppy and Randy Fegley. But, yeah, that's a good cast right there, too.
Cast one.
That's a tough cast.
That's powerhouse cast right there.
Yep.
Wow.
Cast 514. It is Bluegrass Jennings, Cole Nolan. Thunderbirds Black Goose, Dustin Weed. The Goose is loose again in Salem. Troubles Threat, John Mall, and World Champion Flat Rock Legs, Bobby Burden. So you got Dustin Weed and Dominator. You got Bobby Burden and Legs. John Mall, Troubles Threat, and Cole Nolan, Bluegrass Jennings. Legs is the kind of dog that's going to tree you 2 coons. He's going to make 2 trees in 2 hours, hour and a half. These 90-minute casts are not good for Legs, especially
no. It's going to be windy tonight. He gets out of pocket.
But Legs good about getting that strike. He gets 225 out of the truck on a coon. That may very well be enough. And I'm not saying Legs can't tree 3 or 4 coons in a cast. I ain't betting against. No, I'll take Weed. I'm not saying he's going to win, but with Weed and Goose and how Goose operates in Salem, it's hard to bet against those two.
I agree. This is his area.
Yep. All right, cast 515. We got Zeb's Fortunate Son, Bradley Beaver, Wicked Ridge, PR Rockin' Rowdy, Trent Barker, Abominable Snowball, Wendell Bruton, and Han Solo, Robbie Rhodes. First time I hunted with Han Solo, Hayden Burks had him and made some terrible calls. Cost the dog $100 out of the truck on the strike call, treat him running once, and I thought, man, but the dog tree. 2 coons looked really good. Hayden couldn't make it out here. I assume Robbie Rhodes behind the wheel now. I believe that dog got in with like 475 plus late. Dominated that cast. Looked really good. So that's a tough dog there. Snowball and Wendell Bruton, I've hunted with that dog a couple times. She's really good. So that's a good cast. Looking at 516, it is Moss Hill picking up sticks. Chris Collins, The Rodeo Show, David Vanover, Little Lacey, Casey Maggard, and Maxed Out Dow Jones, Jonathan Moses. Tough cast there, too. Of course, we know a lot about Little Lacey.
No, I like that dog.
Yes.
I never hunted with sticks, but every time you look, the dog just keeps winning.
Yeah. No, Chris has done a really good job of sticks, and that's a really good, tough dog to beat. So another tough cast there. 517, my good friend Aaron Crow with a Wicked Odor. Tanks Best Ruby, Doug Heavener. Wildwood Bow, Jeremy Houchin. And Bug-Eyed Big Ticket Buster, that is Jerry McNeil. Ruby, the only dog I've hunted with there. I've not hunted with Odor. That's a tough cast as well. Cast 518, Drives No Spec, Timothy Anderson. Checkmate, Dylan Hovey. On Chapman Cove's Rip, Joshua Craig. And Barry Kitty with Wipeout Black Zach. Barry said Zach hasn't been looking great. Said he's been catching some breaks, but who knows if that's the truth or not.
He's got Barry. I'll bet on Barry Kitty. He's got more experience than.
Yeah, I'm not betting. I'm not taking that bet. You look at Rip with 1,301, Checkmate with 3,301, and Spec with 1,501. Zach with just made platinum champion at 20,000. 519. It is Tyler Compton handling fully committed money shot. Knott's Big Son, Blake Owens, Rack 'em Up Jill, Kenneth Hunt, and Backwoods Sliding Clyde, Mark Gilmore. There's 2 dogs I really wanted to see get in, and then they drew each other. It's hard. That is a preview to an EHS matchup right there.
Repeat those again.
Shot with Tyler Compton. Knott's Big Son, Blake Owens, Rack 'em Up Jill, Kenny Hunt, and Backwoods Sliding Clyde, Mark Gilmore.
I'm going with Clyde.
Yeah, it's hard to pick against Clyde. You know, Shot is one of my favorite dogs. I got to let her puppies on the way out of them. They're going to be born here in a couple of weeks. But it's hard to bet against Clyde. But yeah, Tyler behind Shot. He's the one who got him through at zones. And then I believe he's been hunting him. Lane has been hunting Juice. They didn't get Juice in this week, but they got Shot in. So who knows? It's hard to bet against Shot too. That dog can really, really tree coons when he's right. All right, your last cast 520. Thunderbirds, Baby Tank, Joe Manning Jr. Snookies, Miss Mayhem, Orzo Miller. Flat Rock Pack and Screamer, Sean Burden. And Trips Wishbone, Phil Chisholm. Who you got there, Wade?
Oh, boy.
Baby Tank, Joe Manning Jr. We've got that dog in. Snookies, Miss Mayhem, Orzo Miller. And, of course, Screamer and Wishbone. Now, Wishbone just sold. They sold him down to Super Hunt, I believe, right before.
Yeah.
Summer.
Yeah.
Yep. That is a good dog. Now, he's got some age on him. But he has $118,000 won. Screamer sitting at $220,000 Baby Tank $1,400 and Miss Mayhem right just shy of $5,000.
Well, I picked Screamer, so.
Well, I'm taking.
But I'd hate
since you pick Screamer, and Bobby gets mad or Sean gets mad every time that I pick her, and every time that I'm rooting for her. I don't want to jinx her. I'm going to take Baby Tank and Joe Manning Jr.
First day. So you can't. His experience with Joe's experience.
Yes, it's hard to pick any of those.
Oh, yeah, it's hard. Sure. It's hard to bet against him.
Yeah, for sure. So that's it, guys. That is your cast matchups. It is getting loud in here. These will be posted on the PKC webpage later, I've no doubt, as well as the Facebook page. We're going to go get these cast pictures done. We're going to go get us some supper. We will be live again probably right after we get all the results from this early round. We'll do one more probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight. And, World Hunts firing up. It's the big day. It's Friday.
Good atmosphere, isn't it?
Yes, very good atmosphere. Dogs running around, people running around, pictures getting taken. So, yeah. But you heard it here first, folks. Those are your cast matchups. We got some good ones. Like I said, we're going to try to get back on here later. We'll see how late everybody's getting in and all that stuff. And then tomorrow's a big one. Semifinals live from right here at the booth, and then the finals live from the woods. So, yep, going to be a good one. Thanks for watching, folks. You guys keep tuning in, and we'll see you later.